Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Okay, so today I'm going to make another type of video. So I decided to show you how to prepare the perfect mulled wine that in Italy we call it Vin Brule. Okay, so let's start from here. Now, here, as you can see, there are some pictures. Okay, this is the presentation, the way vin brûlée is presented, is made. So here we have some pictures, and anyway, it's a typical hot drink. Okay, that in particular in northern Italy and in the central part of Europe is drunk during the winter time. Okay, so now I will help myself with Google Translate because I might not know the exact name of all the ingredients. And so then I will start from, anyway, reading a bit in Italian, okay, the preparation and the presentation. Anyway, let's read 1 second. Let's read here in Italian, and then I will translate while I'm reading. Okay. Uh, Now, here a bit of presentation. Now, tipico delle zone montane dell'Italia settentrionale e dell'Europa centrale, il vin brûlé è una calda coccola con cui ristorarsi durante le giornate più fredde. Let me translate shortly. So, typical of the mountain area of the mountain regions of the northern Italy and also of the European central part of Europe, il vin brûlé. So, vin brûlé is a hot drink, is a with which you can restore yourself during the coldest day of the year. So it's a typical drink that is drunk during Christmas time, for example, and not only, even after Christmas. Whenever it's cold and you want to restore yourself with a hot drink, go for vin brûlée. Then, if you are not drinking alcohol, let me say, then there is another version that can be made for people who don't drink alcohol, but because it's made with wine, vin brûlé. In Italian, wine is vino. So, and let's keep reading. Questa bevanda alcolica di vino rosso aromatizzata con spezie e scorze di agrumi era anche considerata un antico rimedio per combattere i malanni stagionali. So, this alcoholic drink made with red wine, um, with spices, made with spices and citruses, the peel of the citruses to give the aroma, was also considered an old remedy to fight the seasonal flu. Let me say, during the winter, it's cold, we all have running nose, a bit of flu, so it was considered good to drink this hot drink while also not feeling 100% to restore a bit yourself. Like, proprio come una nostra classica tisana, likely exactly like one of the hot drinks that you may drink during uh, the winter times, like a hot tea or hot chamomile, let me say, but Dries, it contains alcohol because it's made with wine. Now, let's talk about the ingredients. Gli ingredienti variano a seconda della zona in cui viene preparato, a partire dal tipo di vino per finire con la scelta degli aromi. Allora, the ingredients can change by the area. For example, in some places they might use some ingredients, in another one they can use other. Basically, so now I will show you during the video, I will show you which are the main ingredients to make vin brûlée, but then you can also play yourself with ingredients. So it's not really necessary to be stick with ingredients of the recipe. Now, for example, me, I like cooking. And when I cook, I always go my own way. So I never stick exactly to the recipe. If I don't have one ingredient, I can switch to another. A bit of fantasy in the kitchen, I think is the best. Also, if you like cooking, for example, never stick exactly to the recipe. You can play with the fantasy, and then if you fail, you're gonna make another time. But if you cook with love, because the secret of cooking is just love, the results will always be extremely good. And this is according to Italy, a place to love. Um, so the ingredients can change by the area where it's prepared, a partire dal tipo di vino. So to start from the type of wine, for example, that you might use. Now the recipes say to use one particular wine, but according to me, you can use any type of red wine and doesn't have to be expensive. Please don't waste an expensive wine to make Vin Brule. An average red wine can be Cabernet Sauvignon, can be Merlot, can be any type of red wine. You don't really need to go for a fancy wine. Also because you may make a good amount, so you don't have to use a lot of bottles of wine or very expensive bottles of wine. Even to finish, let me say, with the choice of the spices that you are going to use to make vin brûlée. Now, c'è chi utilizza il cardamomo o lo zenzero. Now, here, interesting. Cardamomo, I don't remember the translation for cardamomo. Zenzero is ginger. Now, let me go and see cardamomo. Let's go and let's investigate because I may use here cardamom, so easy. So it's also said to use cardamom, while, for example, I never use myself cardamom to make, but or ginger, yeah. Oppure chi aggiunge dei pezzetti di mela, you can add some slices of an apple. Noi vi proponiamo una ricetta dal gusto equilibrato e dal profumo intenso. So here, this website is giving you, let me say, the average vin brûlée. But again, you don't have to stick exactly to the recipe, but you can go yourself with ingredients that you have. Perfetta per accompagnare delle caldarroste fumanti o un delizioso strudel di mele. So here it says, for example, that it's perfect and it matches with chestnuts, with hot chestnuts. Actually, one of my subscriber asked me how to make perfect chestnuts. Now, when you have the chestnut, you have to take a knife, okay, and from the bottom part of the chestnut, you need to cut. You need to open the chestnut, not to cut it in two, just to half a bit in the way that you are opening a bit the chestnut. Then you put on the pan perfectly is if you put these chestnuts on the fireplace. But if you don't have the fireplace, you can put the chestnuts, for example, just on a pan. Now, there is a particular pan for the chestnuts, which is a pan with holes. I don't know if you ever seen this type of pans. Now, I don't recommend you to go just the pan to make chestnuts once a year. Let me say, if you have the pan, it's perfect. If you don't have, you can use any pan. But it's important to cut, kind of giving a cut in half, but not to cut it in two, just half cut, let me say. To open a bit the chestnut, like this, you're gonna roast as well inside properly, and you're not gonna burn only the skin of the chestnuts. Or you can pair with strudel di mele. It's type of German apple pie, let me say. Mele in Italian we say apple, we say mele. So winter is coming, accogliamo, winter is coming, l'inverno è alle porte, winter is on the doorstep, is already winter. Let's welcome the winter with a lovely mulled wine, vin brûlée. Okay, so now next. here, let's go to the ingredients, okay? And let me show you which one you can use, which one you might not. Anyway, so let's start from the main ingredient, okay? So basically red wine here, the recipe, it says that it's for 4 people, okay? So let's say that if you want to make it for 4 people, you use 1 liter of red wine, 750 ml, because a bottle of wine is never 1 liter. You might use 2 bottles, depends how many vin brule you want to make. So red wine, 1 liter. Then scorza di limone, the peel of the lemon. I don't know if it's called the zest, lemon zest, or but I'd say more the peel of the lemon. So I would just peel the lemon and the skin of the lemon. I would put it in it. Then cannella in stecche. So cinnamon sticks. Here it's recommended. Okay, 1 peel, but you don't need to use all the lemon. I would say I would peel 2, 3 slices of the skin of the lemon, and I would put in it. Then cinnamon stick. It says to use 2 cinnamon sticks. Then bacche di ginepro. Now I would translate ginepro with juniper, but let's go and let's say if it is correct. Now bacche di Ginepro. Juniper berries. Okay, juniper. I say juniper berries. I remember when I used to make the gin with the juniper berries in the mountains with my friends. Plenty of gin with the alembic. Anyway, lovely memories. Now, bacche di ginepro, so juniper berries. Let's go back here. It says to use 5 juniper berries. Then noce moscata, nus muscat. No, I'm calling it nutmeg. Nutmeg quanto basta. QB in Italian means quanto basta. So a bit of nutmeg. Usually you grate the nutmeg. Then is also saying to use 100 grams of sugar. Okay, so for 1 liter of red wine, put 100 grams of sugar. You can decide to put a bit less, a bit more, it's up to you. Then if you put 2 liters, just double. Let me say that you are in 8 people altogether. This is for 4. You're gonna put 2 liters of red wine, so you're gonna put 200 grams of sugar. Then scorza d'arancia. Scorza d'arancia is the same of scorza di limone. So you just take 1 orange, you cut a bit of the skin, you peel the orange, 2, 3 slices of the skin of the orange. I don't know again if you say the zest of the orange, but anyway, that. Then chiodi di garofano, 8 chiodi di garofano. Wow, I need to go again back to Google Maps, sorry, Google Translate, chiodi di garofano. I know that, oh, cloves, come on, why didn't come across to my mind before? Cloves, so let me go back here. So we might use 8 cloves, okay? So I think anyone at home has the cloves. If you don't, it's enough to go to buy. And then anice stellato. Anice stellato I would translate with aniseed. I always have aniseed at home. Um, it says 1, but if you like aniseed, you can even put 2 or 3. Let me go again just to see anice stellato. Star anise. Yes. So the star anise. So let's go back 1 second to to the ingredients. The star anise, the cloves, juniper berries, cinnamon sticks, nutmeg, red wine, lemon peel, orange peel, and sugar. Okay, perfect. Now let's go a bit here with the preparation. I also took the screenshots simply to show you um, how to prepare. There are 12 steps, and so let's start from the first one. Now, per preparare il vin brulé versate lo zucchero in una casseruola. So it says, this is not even the first step. But anyway, take a pot, mainly, I would say, quite big pot. I won't use a small one. Take a big pot and put the sugar into the pot. That's the first step. Poi aromatizzate con l'anice stellato, then start putting in the pot in this order. Anyway, you can put in any order you want, but start with the star anise, okay? Then the cloves, and then the juniper berries all together. Then add the cinnamon stick. Here we are at the step 4. You add all together. It's very simple to make. Then la noce moscata grattugiata. So start grating a bit of nutmeg, and then to finish with this, I mean, you can add the peel of the oranges. Okay, let's go now to the next. Then you add the peel of the lemon, unite anche le scorze di limone. Then step number 8, add the red wine and stir everything properly, okay? Then let's go and let's read here the last paragraph. Mettete la casseruola sul fuoco. So then you need to put the pot with all these ingredients on the hob, and bring to boil. Now the recipe, some people say to not bring to boil, okay, just to bring to to a hot temperature, but not to boil. For me, you can even bring it to boil. Once you bring it to boil, then go for very low flame, okay, drop the flame and leave it just bubbling a bit. Poi lasciate sobbollire a fiamma dolce per un totale di 30 minuti. So, first of all, you bring to boil, then once it's boiling, you drop the flame at the minimum and you leave it for 30 minutes. So it's keep, let me say, getting hot, so, and it will start the cooking boiling process, but at a very low flame. Trascorso questo tempo, filtrate la bevanda per eliminare le spezie e scorze. Now, here it says in the end to filter the drink. Okay, so to take a drain, like you can remove, but for me, for example, if they're all at the bottom, I won't care too much with a kind of spoon. Then with a big spoon, I will pour it into the glasses, because then you can even use the leftovers. Anyway, you are not gonna eat the leftovers. You will just drink it, leave it in the glass itself, even if you have a star anise or juniper berry or a clove. But anyway, it's up to you if you want to filter. So, my friends, this is the perfect recipe again for, let me say, here it shows you, for example, in this picture here, a bit of presentation. So as you can see, there are the leftovers, means you don't really need to filter the hot drink. But anyway, the secret is to drink it hot, maybe beside a fireplace or simply enjoying with your friends. All right, now let me say one more thing. Now, if you don't drink alcohol, also because there is the version of Vin Brule for children. Okay, let's not forget that children better are not gonna drink alcohol, any type of alcohol. Okay, so it's possible to make the same drink, but if you don't drink alcohol or if it's for children, now I'm telling you this is a little secret. You can use apple juice. So instead of using wine, you can make a alcohol-free vin brule, mulled wine with apple juice, and you're gonna have exactly the same result, if not even better. For example, if you don't drink alcohol. Okay, my friends, so I hope you enjoyed this video. even with me reading a bit of Italian. So I hope you enjoyed you enjoyed listening, uh, speaking in Italian, reading in Italian. And so, my friends, I'll see you to my next video here on Italy, a place to love. I think I will cover some recipes time to time, and in particular in these videos, I'm enjoying reading in Italian and trying to translate on the go for you in English. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you to my next video here on Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Bye.